Morning, good morning, DJ. It is Tuesday, September 30th. The time is currently 9. Why is it not letting me share? 25 a.m. What's good, DJ? What's going on today? It is a good morning. It is a bloody good morning. All right, NFP Tuesday. Woke up today at around 7:30, 7:40-ish. Okay, so my 7:30 alarm went off, turned it off, laid down a little bit, got up, went to pee, came back in the bed, and I was up. Right, so I don't know what time roughly it was. So it was between that time. So woke up at a decent hour, got my morning routine in, arrived at my desk at 9:24. As always, my weekly target is 5%, and my daily target is $500. Obviously, that is for a later date because we're back to one contract. So mental check-in, feeling generally okay, excited to see what price action has in store for us today. All right, excited to grow and get 1% better on this NFP Tuesday. All right. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the game. News, all right, it's NFP Tuesday, all right, we have news, we've had medium impact news, all right, and we have high impact news coming out at 10, all right? So we've got news today, making an optimal day to take a trade, all right? The risk going into today, like I just said, it will be at one contract, okay? No more needs to be said about that. Weekly program going to this week is a buy program, even though seasonal tendency is saying it's going to be a sell. I'm still electing to go with the higher time frame bias. Okay, I'm not trying to predict the top. I'm just going to continue to ride the trend until it's no longer my friend. So yeah, let's go ahead and review price action overnight to see if anything's happened to change that weekly program. We won't be switching, but obviously we're still learning, right? So all right, so dollar's coming to its inefficiency in here. Okay, let's see how it behaves. All right, if this might want to support price higher. Okay, if it doesn't completely fill it in, all right, I'm anticipating that it might want to come and take buy side up here into the premium, to this premium inefficiency over here. Yeah, so let's see how price behaves in here. If we take this buy side, okay, potentially close above this inefficiency, then I'm anticipating higher prices. So nobody gonna try you. Liquidity, so yeah. So overall, dollar overall is in risk on scenario, obviously, but this week, as we can see, we are getting some bullish order flow here in the 20-day look back period. Okay, but looking at the 60-day, okay, and obviously previous price action as well, is in a downtrend. Okay, it's being held between this high now this low because we took that low for weeks, for weeks. Let's take a look at this. Ooh wee, that was sexy, innit? Nobody gonna try you. Anywho, as far as my knowledge on price action is concerned, okay, nothing's really happened in price to change that weekly program for me. Kick it? Oh no, we're not kicking up yet. I do believe this was my draw on liquidity. Remember, this was my draw on liquidity yesterday. I was waiting for it to hit that for this. Was this 4-hour low? Okay, and then go into this inefficiency, which is dead. I want to see price respect this inefficiency if we're gonna go higher, right? I like how the wicks come in, didn't completely fill it in, and the bodies are closing above it. So right now, price action here is supporting this February gaps is looking like it's gonna support price higher from the current price action that we see. Okay, so like I said, as far as my current understanding of price action goes, nothing's really happened, okay, to change my weekly program for me. Let's adjust accordingly. Well, I had two on this bitches. Picking up now. Ding, 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 ding. My time's still not working. So wait. Works on the phone though. Like, so why is it not working on the computer? It's crazy. Bloody working anyway. Bloody hell. Works on every other time frame, but the one I wanted to work on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh wee. London. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Liquidity on both sides. Ah, A plus 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 plus. Beautiful London. Uh, can't move like this up now. What were you saying? Oh, I did something. Okay, ball. I see you though. That was a brilliant trade, London. It's above price. Okay. Yeah, we've been here. It's above price, so we gapped up. I mean, gap down, sorry. Disrespecting that, respecting the equilibrium of his page one. I don't mind seeing the no inefficiencies here, just liquidity. Wait to be interested, we'll need to take this and leave fair value gap. We do have the daily low right below as well, so right at the 50% of the weekly, so could quit the weekly low. We already done Mondays. Time is staying. Shh, don't say anything. Or it disappears. There's a lot of confluence here. We have the weekly equilibrium, daily low, 1 second encroachment of this inversion fair value gap, this week's new week opening gap. Yeah, there's a lot of things there. There you go. So difficult. Just to drag the screen.
Order filled.
Do bodies though. It's fairly candle 123. I know why I went wrong with this trade already. See how it behaves in here though. Like that reaction, I want to see it go now. Use this fair value cap here. Yeah. Time, missing time. That's why if it fails, because it formed out before premium. I mean before premium, before macro. Yeah, it's a fair loss. Should have waited. Closure below that. I'm done with it. If it doesn't take me out before that. Order filled. I'm cool with that. I understand where I went wrong with that trade. That's fair. Time. Time was missing. Nobody gonna try you. Yeah. Yeah, though. Shit here. Paying attention to this a bit here. Just don't see what the impression. What 55? So my draw is down here. I'm done by. It's right. It's a learning experience, isn't it? Cool. I knew it too going in. Being Bosch, being Bosch inefficiency. Might not come and tag me in, but that's cool. Could give a buy here, so I'll let that sell go. I'm so happy and pleased that my level of reading price action is increasing, that I can exit a trade before it comes and takes me out. Oh, lovely. I don't have to take a full risk stop out. Even if it had carried on and went in my direction, I would have been okay with it because I was missing a key ingredient in this trade anyway. All right. The most important ingredient in any trade. All right. So it's fair. It's evident. You can see that, right? So I'll take that on the chin. That's fair. That's a learning experience for me right there. But the fact that I was able to see that and be like, yeah, I'm possibly offside. Plus, I don't have a key ingredient to this recipe here. So let's cut this trade before any more damage. I probably should have just cut the trade when I realized I was outside of, I didn't have my key ingredient in the trade. So if this sets up this could set up a great buy here. I'm interested. I would be definitely interested. But we have taken a low. We have this bad boy here. So that should keep price going down. So unless we invert it, if we invert it, yeah, I'll be interested. Closure above it, I'll be interested in a buy. Could be a potential low of the week because we took, did we take? Yep, took yesterday's low as well. 2, 3. Yep, 2, 2. Went low. Closure above this and market structure shift here will make it an A plus. We already have liquidity taken below it. I don't need that this structure here to be taken to be a market structure shift there because we already had liquidity taken below the low there. What am I looking for? No closure, nothing for me to do. It leaves a busy though. I don't want to get into this sell because potentially this low. We have liquidity here, so that could be a potential draw. Definitely interested here. This is a bit of me here. Nobody gonna try you. Bit of me here. This is definitely what I'm looking for. Time. Have my key ingredient in this recipe here. All right. Unlike the previous one, which is fair. That one was on me. Was on the trader. Lesson learned. Won't get me again. I'm gonna move up here. So we're going with worst case scenario entries, even though I want to be entering it here or not. Well, didn't really confirm a prominent fair value gap there anyway, so I'm not interested in that. I'm fine where my entry is at. I'll keep my entry. And we do have this break. Tuesday low of the week, potentially being formed here. Just my retrace price into my entry. Do still buy the high. I'm keeping my my entry. But if it misses me here and if it comes in here and goes without me, that's fair. It's allowed to do that. Doesn't have to come to my entry where I want price. It hasn't been inverted yet. Oh my goodness. I was saying if it comes in here and then it goes without me, because my entry's here. That's fair. You can do that. Know that. Now we're here. Gives me a bit here. I'll be interested. I'll be moving my entry. So bad ain't nobody gonna try you. I'm at the game for you. Baby, my love, need you here. Let me get to you. I see what you know. You are the away from. Can we do it while take me? Hey, hey. Order filled. 7 and 9. Order filled. That's fair. See what price is doing. I want to sell. I want to sell in here. We're respecting this inefficiency. Oh, this is tricky. So I'm gonna stay hands off because I could go either way, and I don't like that. But where are we? Okay, where are we in price? Right. Let's go back to that. We're in a premium in the weekly. Daily, we're in a discount. All right. 4 hour range, we're in a discount. Discounts, I want to buy. Because it could go either. I'm more inclined to go with the buys, but yeah, this is a tough one for me. So I'll just sit still. I already took 2 hours anyway, so it's fair for me to just sit still and just watch price action. First one was on me, second one was fair loss. It's because this is coming up a week. Yeah, it's a weekly. It's coming up a weekly, which is stronger than that for sure. You would think, right? It's already been used on Monday, so could be weak. Could be weakened. One can't go with the weekly. No. My initial entry, right? Still paying attention to that trade, all right? So I'll put my stop, loading the candles into two. Here. Oh, the wick into two. We have the market structure shift, but no inefficiency here that I'm interested in terms of this trade here. So I don't really care for it. Get back above this though. I don't want too much. This was it. Bit too eager there for me. It's all good though. Learning a great deal still. Yeah, like I said, I'm more inclined to go with the weekly look with that. All right. Beautiful trade. Great session. Tell you all we need to know.
Order filled.
Okay. I'm offside. I don't know why I took this silver. I respected this inefficiency. We closed below that. That's what I'm going off by. But where's the liquidity? I'm missing that, innit? Just have one. Cool. Shit, right? We're respecting the buy. So, back below it. Presented further. There you go. I want to see price remain in the lower quadrant. Yeah. Oh, mate. Great lesson for me here. Cool. There was no liquidity once again. All right. You get a busy here. Be my last trade of the morning here. Still respecting buys though. Wicks do the damages, bodies, bodies tell the story. uh, that was right but wrong. Say what you want, what you need, okay, what you. Okay, we've had that liquidity now. Okay. Just waiting for the inefficiency. Just not there. I still respected. The height. Oh, just close back below this now. Ah, potentially this could be the sell right here. Because we had the liquidity and then we had the inefficiency here. So let's pay attention though. Let me see where 1 to 2 would be. About here. A lot of lessons this NFP Tuesday. I was right, but wrong. Definitely wrong. See what 10:30 bring. Yeah, shooter gonna shoot. What about you? It gives me a busy. I like this buy here. This will be my last trade. Patience, patience, patience. At the candle bodies, 1 to 2 would have been smashed already. Wick, we're still waiting for 1 to 2. It's okay if he goes without me too. Nobody gonna try you. Yeah, but if he gives a bearish candle, it might not come down here. Break away. I've seen this too many times. It may not come into this fair value gap. It may not do it. Doesn't have to do anything.
Order filled. Order filled.
Yep, that's me done. Done, 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 done. Tricky morning session for me. Gonna need to go back and review that, all that's going on here. Yeah, I don't want that. Should I go shoot my watch? I don't know. You don't know what you want to do. I don't know what you want to do. I'll wait till, oh, Alice, come on. We talked about this last week when we did our back testing session. Come on. May. Time, 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 time. Why was I not demoing when I wasn't sure? Bloody hell. Rookie, rookie, rookie. Rookie, rookie, rookie. Yeah, sugar, sugar gonna shoot. I ain't worried about you. No liquidity, but I like the V shape. Hmm. Oh, 1 to 2. Say, oh, I have no idea where 1 to 2 was at. What? Remind me, where was that again? Oh no. It's an 84. A little disappointed in myself for today's performance, but we'll talk about it when I do my performance review. Still lessons though, still early stage. So like I said, I'll give myself a little bit of grace, but hey, 2 months into this, no grace, no grace. Thank you. One to two with the wick, okay, would have been smashed here. Wick as stop loss, okay, so Low of the week. Let's get rid of this one. Focus on this one. Up, 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 and he came back into that. Yeah, but he hadn't taken it, yeah, but we closed above it. Yeah, this will be it. Time and then price. Let's come on. That's why I was saying, like, we talked about this last week when we back tested. Only want to get into trades inside of the macro. Okay? Inside. We'll do, like, 50 inside of the Mac. We talked about, I wrote outside of macro, we're looking for the swing, right? But we really want to be inside of the macro. I'll put this here somewhere. Yeah, I have time right here. XX 45 to XX 10 to 10 15. Ugh. Nobody gonna try you. Yeah. Stop. Everybody got body. 1 to 2. CSO. Let's see. That also, we're below everything. How would I be selling? Yeah. Saving my love, need you here. Let me get to you. I don't want the fractions then. They're just taking me out. They're just taking me out. But the lessons here are crucial, right? And I'm glad it happened today, right? And not later down the line. Patience, baby girl. All right. Don't worry about it. Okay? Time and then price, the most important ingredient. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know this, girl. Come on. That's basic. That's basic shit. Everybody knows that. Basic, 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 basic stuff. Time and price. Baby girl, you demo baller. Bloody hell. I don't want to be a demo baller. 151. Would that take me to 4? Still at 5. They make a difference. We're waiting to see if this hits 1 to 2 here. I'm at the game for you, and I'm saving my love. Need you here, let me get to you. I see what you want, what you need. I'm playing with you. You are the on the way for. You got me doing wild, wild things. And look at the time we're closing above it, right? We're at the 45. Closure above that. Comes back in it during the macro. Boom, shut off. Oh, I'm a little bit annoyed, but I'm happy at the same time. I'm gonna do a trade performance review here just because I got a lot of shit I want to get off my chest and talk about, and I ain't taking no more trades, bruv. Oh, it's like knowing what to do, not doing it. But it's all good because it's a learning experience all at the same time. But I should have learned it already, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Right steps in the right direction. Okay, baby girl. You're doing great. What I did well, yeah, we'll stay to 11:10. Okay, but I won't be taking, if I take a trade, it'll be a demo trade, and really and truly, I don't need to do a performance. I guess we can do a performance. I won't be taking any more trades. That's it. That was it for me. We're watching this one to see if 1 to 2 gets hit on this trade, because this would have been the next best opportunity for me to enter a market. Okay, instead of everything that happened all in here on me. This one fair trade. Oh yeah, definitely fair because we're below this low. And we take liquidity below it. We don't have to take liquidity below this one because we took liquidity below the 50% here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See what you want, need you here, let me get to you. Even if obviously time-wise and you didn't feel the need to enter this respecting that, that was just clear, obvious. Love that. Then I would have waited till the micro. Boom. Even if I wasn't sure about this based on what was coming up here. This would have been it right here and would be heading to 1 to 2. Okay. Yeah, a lot to unpack and learn from this morning. And just by being here this morning, I feel 1% better already. They kind of confirmed the things that I knew, all right, that I was already supposed to be implementing, but obviously missed error on my part, all right. Take 100% full accountability for my actions here, okay? And all I can do is just learn from my mistakes and do better, right? For the next session, next trading day. But I'm still happy, right? I'm seeing what I need to see, okay? I would have got out of my drawdown, okay? So I'm happy. And I'll let that, okay? Just knowing that, you know, I'll focus on that. Oh, go relative, you got there's 3 highs up here. Is it wrong if I wanted to? Yeah, 1 to 2 is above that buy side here, so it's tricky, in it. Maybe, yeah, leave it alone. Let's do a trade performance review. All right, AJ. What I did well. Oh, let me pay attention here. See what happens in this busy. Beverly gap candle body in it as the stop. Might as well not even have me stop there. 12 ticks. I like that. What I did well is that I showed up, okay, got 1% better. Definitely got 1% better. gained experience and learned lessons that I will take into my next trading day. We talked about that, some of the lessons I learned already. We'll get more of a discussion after I'm done here. I'm happy and pleased with myself for knowing that enough is enough. I probably went overboard here, but I'm happy I cut myself off at some point, right? Because I could have kept going. And if I kept going, probably would have made back the losses. But it's fair. I'll walk out with the L and know that it's on me. I made hella errors this morning session, so I deserve to walk out this morning session with the loss. Okay, so get out what you put in, all right? And what I put in today, that's what I got out. So that's it. But I'm very happy and pleased with myself, okay, for understanding, getting a better understanding of price action, right? Still showing up, even taking losses, right? And still not letting the losses deter me or like take a trade outside of the model. Actually, I did take a couple of trades outside of the model, but we'll talk about that in a second. I did actually, yeah, because of time. Time. But we're focused on what I did well today, right? So yeah, that's why I did well. Um, yeah, I got a better understanding of price action. Could potentially, yeah, boom, boom. About to close below this inefficiency and take this low. Let's see. Close below it. Don't look like 1 to 2 is gonna get hit for us here. But you hit the highs here though. Should that be? I want them to be in this leg. We're for short today. Okay, this is gonna be a long list. Woke up decent hour, morning routine got done. Why for short today would be one, I taking this trade. What wrong there? This one. This trade, right? Without time, right? I told myself, no, I told myself, my procedures and protocols model states that, all right, I want to be trading within the macro, right? I want to set up that forms within the macro. I want macro to be involved in the setup somehow, right? Whether it's just that one candle or not in the macro, right? There was nothing here. We took the liquidity outside of the macro. Everything happened outside of the macro. So this here was a fair loss. Can't even contest that. Shouldn't have been in that trade. End of, right? So that was one. Two, where I fell short today was a little bit of an over trading. Okay, not even a little bit. How many trades did we took today? I think over 4. Yeah, 4 trades. Way too much. Way too much. All right. A little bit of an over trade in there. Okay, still to end up in a sell, but that's in drawdown. That's fine. We don't focus on that. Okay, a little bit of an over trading, right? A little bit of impatience, all right? Not waiting for the macro. Once, obviously, I took the losses and took the loss, and we were outside of this macro here because I waited. Once I took that loss, I waited because we had 2 potential setups that were all following the model, right? That could have been taken either way. So I was like, I'm not sure about this, so I wait. I was more inclined to go with the higher time frame key level, okay, than the 4 hour. Okay, so weekly obviously precedes 4 hour any day, any week, any hour. So yeah, so there was that. Trading in here, all right, I said outside of the macro, all right, I only want the swing that, from what I'm learning, which I'm collecting data on, which is something I shouldn't be trading yet because I'm collecting data on it to see if it's accurate. All right, so that was an error on my part there, all right, my part. Impatience again, creeping in, right? Fear of missing out, creeping in. It happens, right? I'm human. I'm gonna make these. This won't be the first time and it won't be the last time, right? So I just have to try to manage it as best as I can. But obviously, I'm gonna have days that I'm gonna pour into one of those impulses. Okay, that was 4, right? 5. What else? Not waiting, yeah, or I think I already discussed, not waiting till the next macro, right? To then get into the market and trading outside of my times. That's poor management, all right? That's trader's fault. That's on me 100%. I accept that. I need to do better. Okay, I should have done better. I know better. So yeah. Well, it fell short a lot today, okay, but still learned a lot from price action. So I'll take that, all right, take the positives. How I can improve for next, anything else I can pull out my ass for where I fall short? There was a lot falling short today. Usually I'm finding it hard to pull something out, but today, woo-wee! What I can do to improve for next day, next trading session is obviously time and then price, time and then price, time and then price. All right. Main focus here is time, 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 T-I-M-E, time, 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 then price. Okay. Time isn't there. It don't matter where the price is. We don't care. All right. So that's how I can improve for next trading session. Okay. How else is, okay, if you have conflicting setups, right? Lean more towards the setup that's coming from a higher time frame key level, okay, because obviously they'll have more oomph to it than the lower time frame, right? So lean more toward this could be a nice launch session sell because we came up, came down, closed below the inefficiency here, market structure shift back below the high. So we're looking at this inversion fair value gap here to keep price lower. And if it doesn't, we close back above it, then I want to see a support price. Let's get rid of this. Close this as a setup. Yeah. How is I can improve for next day, next trading session? Keep showing up, okay? Don't let short-term adversity deviate from what going on. All right, learn from my mistakes. Don't keep repeating mistakes, okay? It's okay to make mistakes. You're human. You're gonna make more mistakes as you go along this journey. This is not gonna be the only mistake you're gonna make, but new mistakes, right? The mistake that we made today shouldn't follow us, moving forward after today, right? So learn from that. Ah. That's yeah. Oh. A quick 1 to 2 right there. Bro. I hate this thing. So jarring. Quick 1 to 2 there. Quickly. In and out. So 2, less than 3 minutes. Quickly. In and out. Then it's probably gonna continue higher on it. A local retracement could not be actually if it leaves a CB here. Could be a longer time trade than I expected here. Do what you want. Let me. Also, yeah, right? Macro. Macro. Come on, man. Easy stuff there, man. You know that. You know this. That's basic ICT. Well, not basic ICT, but basic stuff, man. All right. All right. All ways to improve, right? Learning experience. Learning experience is all a learning experience, baby girl. Still doing great. You're on track. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't let this morning. It's just literally one session out of a lifetime of sessions to come, right? So really and truly, it's gonna mean nothing in the grand. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. But I am very happy and pleased that my understanding of price action, okay, is improving and getting better. All right, and I'm paying attention to the levels and time. All right, time and then the levels. Right, brilliant setup here. Quickly. You know, no problems. You'll be break even now, and you'll be. Well, where would I be targeting? This low right here. Targeting this low. That would be like my ultimate target. But obviously, I'll be partialing as we get there because that's the only next fresh low I see. Obviously here could stop that. So you would partial before you get there. But ultimately, I would want to be coming back down here. Or at least do 50%. 50% here. And this 50%. More inclined to this 50% because there's more things confluence around this 50% because we have also the daily what is it? It's a quadrant, lower quadrant level. But we do also have this right here that could keep price higher and lower, but now more inclined on this because we have more confluence around this level. From here, depending on how price behaves, I want to see this inefficiency, if close below it, use as an inversion, all right, to come down here, which we'll see if it plays out or not when we come back for PM session, right? So other than that, as you can see, even though it was a tough morning for me, all right, personally, because I was making a lot of errors and impatience and all the things that we just talked about, you know, factors, price action was very much clean when you, in hindsight, right? Looking at it now, like, and not being in it when I was in it, is there were clean setups, right? That if I had waited and been patient for my and followed my procedures, protocols, and model, right? As I've been establishing here, all right, and not let impatience, fear of missing out, impulsiveness. I wouldn't say greed, because greed is not even in the picture right now. Yeah, I would say impatience, impulsiveness. Yeah. And those got me today. Yeah, they got me today. That's cool. That's fair. That's fair. Wouldn't have made it to 1 to 2. But once we got to this high, if 1 to 2 is above, yeah, I need to pin that. If my 1 to 2, right, is above like key levels, or key levels where we could potentially anticipate the opposite setup forming, I need to adjust. I need to adjust. I need to adjust exit, right? I can't be strict on the 1 to 2 if price action or my key levels are saying something different, if that makes sense. I know it makes sense to me. I know what I'm trying to say. I need a procedure or protocol in place for that. 1 to 2 above/below Thanks. We could potentially. All right. After 1 to 3, okay. This was the first draw. Depending on how price behave, we get a closure below, like I said, below this inefficiency here. I want to see that used as support for price. Even this one as support. Come back to. I said closure below it, closure below it. I want to see a support price lower, but there's no closure below it. We have closed below this one though. So let's see how that behaves. We've come back inside first presented fair value gap. Where we could potentially anticipate. Well, set up. You can either take something off. Take something off. Reduce risk. Oh, taking something off would reduce the risk regardless, right? I wouldn't want to reduce risk move. Reduce risk move to BE. That would be one. It's an option. It's not nothing here is set in stone. I'm just writing out options, right? Potential things that I can collect data on and see which one makes sense for me to follow. Either take something off, reduce risk, move to break even, which is a 1. Pretty much what else? Or close trade. Could close the trade. Depending on how I feel, could close the trade. I'm more inclined to go with take something off though. All right, take the bulk off here, and then obviously 1 to 2. But these from here, all right, this is my drawn liquidity. So if my exit is saying way above it, right, there's no guarantee that it's gonna get me there, right? Because if I wanted to, if I stuck with that 1 to 2, which makes it, this is why I see say his exits is hard. It's difficult because you can't have a strict like risk to reward, right? Because I thought I could just make it just, strictly risk to reward, but it's seeming to be a bit more difficult than not. But that's something I have to figure out. Don't have to be today, but that's something to take into account as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it for us today, this morning. Okay, we'll be back for PM session. All right, NFP Tuesday. Killing our eyes, right? Taking us out. But not taking us out of the game, okay? He was still in the game, baby. Still in the game. That's the main part. But I had fun this morning, okay? Even though it wasn't a great morning for me, I still had fun because I learned a lot, okay? And I'm better for it, right? I'm better for the mistakes for what I went through this session. It made me a better analyst and it made me a better trader because I'm reviewing it, all right? And I'm noting my mistakes and identifying what I did wrong and also what I did well and how I can improve, right? So that's all I can do, really and truly. There's not much more for me to do. But that 1 to 2, yeah. I'll leave it for now, but I'll leave it for now. But if I have, like I said, a key level that's my 1 to 2 is way above it, all right, I'm gonna take something off at the key level and yeah, and see if the 1 to 2 gets hit or if it doesn't get hit. But here, as you can see, we're gonna put hit and we'll come and taking us out here of a perfectly good trade that gave us, you know, something that we could have took profit out of, right? But we didn't because we were stuck on that 1 to 2, which is I don't want to be stuck on nothing. I want to be nimble. I want to be nimble. So that's why I want to gain more experience so I can be nimble in these markets because you have to be able to be adapt and be able to shift and move with the market. Because if you're like stuck and on stuff, then you're just stuck. Not much you can do. You're stuck. You can't even move. The market's doing all this and you're stuck there. No fun in that. So once I gain more experience, okay, and thought I deleted it. as I gain more experience, okay, and get better at reading price action, okay, even better, I'm just starting to learn how to read it and get even better at reading price action, and I can be nimble. Okay, but for now, we'll keep it as 1 to 2, and we'll pay attention to where the key levels are, and we'll take something off for where the key levels are at, all right, where we could potentially anticipate the opposite setup forming like we did here. And yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. So far, seasonal tendency is pretty much nailed it on the coffin even from last week too. Like I said, closure below this, I want to see it keep price lower. But like I said, we'll see how it pans out when we come back for PM session. But other than that, I'm done rumbling and running my trap. But I really enjoyed this morning. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. It taught me a lot, and I can't wait to like go back tonight and just really deep dive into this price action here that we have, because there's a lot to unpack here, especially within that 950 to 910 macro. Okay, there was a lot to unpack, a little bit of confusion, but going with the higher time frame levels is obviously was the morning move. Don't mean it was the move for the day. It was just a session move right here. All right, cool. This probably the move of the day. Yeah, even truly could be. But anyway, I'm happy and pleased I was able to identify this trade here. All right. Even though I didn't partake in it, I'm happy and pleased to have identified it and watched it pan out as I anticipate. Like I said, my drawn liquidity is this low here. Okay. And should it go any lower? Okay, there's no inefficiency on the 4 hour, no inefficiency on the daily. Okay. I'm anticipating this Friday's PM session low. Okay, this liquidity here. Should it go beyond this inversion fair value gap? Saving my close below it, okay, with a little fair value gap in here. Price just dropped. It might not even come back in here to use it as support, but it could. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we come back. Let me stop running my trap. I said I was gonna stop running my trap like 10 minutes ago. Because this price action excites me. As you can tell, even though my day ended tragically, I'm so excited by this price action and what I'm seeing in these charts. Like it's just nothing can bring me down. Not even drawdown can bring me down. Like it's just oh, all right, DJ. I'll see you in the PM session. You know what it is, what it is, what it isn't. Just trading and having fun, trading, winning, losing, and having fun doing it, because that's all it's all about. If you're not enjoying this, then you're doing it wrong. Okay, in the beginning, it's fine not to be enjoying it because you need to be in the grind, all right, in the mode. But once you get into it, all right, start enjoying the process, the journey, because it's gonna be a tough one. It's a tough journey, all right? It's not easy. There's pit holes, all right, everywhere. Well, pit holes? Is it pit? No, pitfalls. No, pit holes. What the hell? English. It's not my first language, but I speak it well sometimes. There's gonna be pitfalls, right, in the journey. So, and you're gonna fall victim to them, right? Because you don't know what you don't know. So you're gonna fall victim to them. That's fine. Just pick yourself back up, all right, and keep going, right? Just keep swimming, taking the right steps in the right direction. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, and yeah, DJ. I'm the trader signing out. Good luck, good trading. Happy hunting. Catch you in the PM session.